Thanks, Renette. And I'm Randy Hampson. In today's World News headlines, U.S. rejects giving Guantanamo back to Cuba. And bipartisan senators introduce bill to open travel to Cuba. And 35 die in bombing in Shiite mosque in Pakistan. And 3 U.S. contractors killed in Afghanistan as U.S. moves to classify war data. The Egyptian wing of Islamic State claims credit for killing 27 in North Sinai. And apartheid death squad leader Prime Evil granted parole in South Africa. And Republican-led Senate approves Keystone XL pipeline. And girlfriend of Akai Gurley to file $50 million lawsuit against NYPD. And dismissed Professor Steven Soleta sues University of Illinois. And San Francisco public defender arrested inside the courthouse. And Code Pink activist attempt citizen's arrest on Henry Kissinger. GVTV News is broadcast on Grass Valley Television, a division of Rural Counties Television Network whose focus is on community involvement. We also air on NCTV. But before these stories, GVTV News would like to thank one of our underwriters to support your only visual video news media in Nevada County, us. In today's first world news story, the White House is rejecting a call by Cuba to return all of Guantanamo Bay a day after Cuban President Raul Castro said restoring Havana's control of the bay is a prerequisite to normalizing ties with the United States, which has controlled the area of Cuba since 1903. The area contains a notorious U.S. prison as well as a large naval base. White House Press Secretary Josh Earnest was questioned about the future of Guantanamo. A reporter asked, is it the president's intention, when he finally does close the Guantanamo facility, to give up actual territory to Cuba? Josh Earnest replied, no. The reporter asked, no, he wants to hang on to Guantanamo even after he empties the prison? And Earnest said, yeah, the president does believe the prison at Guantanamo Bay should be closed down, but the naval base is not something that we believe should be closed. 8 Republicans and Democrats, U.S. senators, have introduced legislation to repeal all restrictions on U.S. citizen travel to Cuba. Democratic Senator Richard Durbin of Illinois co-sponsored the bill, and he said, we tried for 50 years. We said if we closed the door on Cuba, Cuba would change. We did not succeed in that policy. It's time for a new policy that we know is proven to work. In Pakistan, at least 35 people died after a bomb exploded during a Friday prayer at a Shiite mosque in the South province of Sindh. Dozens more were wounded. In Afghanistan, 3 American contractors were killed Thursday in a possible insider attack at a military base attached to Kabul's international airport. Earlier in the day, 16 Afghans, including 4 police officers, died when an Islamic Muslim terrorist suicide bomber targeted the funeral of a slain Afghan police commander. In other Afghan news, the U.S. military has begun classifying key information about United States efforts to train an Afghan security force and the cost of U.S.-funded infrastructure projects. Egyptian wing of the Islamic State is claiming responsibility for a series of attacks that killed at least 27 security personnel in the North Sinai province. First attack targeted military headquarters, base, and a hotel, killing 25 and wounding at least 58, including 9 civilians. South Africa has granted parole to apartheid death squad leader Eugene de Kock. He was dubbed Prime Evil for his role in the torture and murder of scores of black South African activists in the 80s and 90s. He's been in prison since 1994, the year Nelson Mandela and African National Congress came to power. On Capitol Hill, excuse me, Republican-led Senate has passed a bill to approve the Keystone XL oil pipeline. The Senate bill passed 62 to 36, 5 votes short of the number needed to overturn a potential veto by President Obama. And in New York City, girlfriend of Akai Gurley says she plans to file a $50 million lawsuit against the New York City Police Department. Gurley was shot dead by an officer in dimly lit stairwell of a Brooklyn housing project in November. New York City Police Commissioner William Bratton described the shooting as an accident, saying Gurley, who was African American, was totally innocent. In academic news, a left-wing professor, Stephen Zoleta, has filed a lawsuit against the University of Illinois and unnamed donors. Last year, the university withdrew a job offer to him after he posted tweets harshly critical of the Israeli defense on Gaza. A San Francisco public defender was arrested Tuesday inside a courthouse after she objected to city police officers questioning and photographing 2 suspects without their attorneys present. When the attorney, Jamie Tillotson, first objected, an undercover police officer threatened to arrest her for resisting arrest. Moments later, she was handcuffed. The incident was filmed and posted on YouTube. Activists from anti-war group Code Pink attempted to perform a citizen's arrest on former Secretary of State Henry Kissinger when he arrived to testify at a Senate Armed Service Committee meeting on Thursday. Kissinger served as Secretary of State and National Security Advisor during the Vietnam War under President Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford. Senator John McCain lashed out at the protesters and called Capitol Hill police to remove them. And he said, "I've been a member of this committee for many years, and I have never seen anything as disgraceful and outrageous and despicable as the last demonstration that just took place. You know, you're going to have to shut up or I'm going to have you arrested. Get out of here, you low-life scum." 30 minutes later, 2 more members of Code Pink interrupted Henry Kissinger's testimony before Senate Armed Services Committee. And that's it for the World News Today. Now, none thanks to one of our underwriters who supports your only visual video news media in Nevada County. That's right, it's us, GVTV News. That's right, it's time for the police blotter, and pictures in the blotter not from these actual events but used for visual aid only. These public records are obtained from daily logs issued from Nevada County Law Enforcement. Grass Valley Police Department on Wednesday, 8:39 a.m., a caller from 1900 block of Nevada City Highway reported being given false information after a traffic accident. In 12:03 p.m., a caller from 1200 block of Sutton Way reported a man with a walker was urinating on a tree. At 12:07 p.m., a caller from 400 block of Henderson Street reported ongoing phone scam problems. 4:53 p.m., a caller from Brunswick Road and Sutton Way reported a person lying in the roadway. And 5:44 p.m., a man reported a person posted a 25-page manifesto about him on Nevada County Peeps with derogatory statements. No crime was found to have occurred. 6:31 p.m., a caller from 500 block of Jenkins Street reported theft of change and a wallet from a vehicle. And 8:32 p.m., a caller from 100 block of Carpenter Street reported a man yelling and causing a ruckus. He could not be located. And Thursday, 12:48 a.m., a man from 600 block of Sutton Way reported being drunk and wanting to be arrested. He was taken to the hospital for a mental health evaluation. At 5:36 a.m., a man from 1900 block of Nevada City Highway reported not getting his correct food and staff refusing to fix it. He sounded as if he was under the influence. The Nevada County Sheriff's Office on Wednesday, 8:26 a.m., a caller from 12,000 block of Silver Springs Place reported theft from a vehicle with registration taken. 8:30 a.m., a caller from Tallyfoot Crossing and Old Mill Roads reported a school bus engine on fire, with the bus being evacuated. And 10:39 a.m., a caller from 14,000 block of Hollydale Road reported a vehicle was broken into. 10:56 a.m., caller from Greenhorn Creek reported men threatening people with a gun. 11:18 a.m., a caller from 14,000 block of Golden Star Road reported a very tall woman in pink shorts wandering in a park, possibly soliciting prostitution. 12:22 p.m., a caller from Highway 174 and Peardale Road reported a man walking in front of a vehicle, seemed out of it, and now was sitting in a ditch. He was moving on. And 12:59 p.m., a caller from 14,000 block of Greenhorn Access Road reported identity theft. 1:46 p.m., a caller from 10,000 block of Cedar Avenue reported theft of items from a vehicle. 2:57 p.m., a caller from Greenhorn Creek reported a large amount of drug waste dumped in a cave. 3:33 p.m., a caller from 23,000 block of Fagerly Road reported theft and vandalism. 3:43 p.m., a caller from Mount Olive Road reported theft of items. And 4:16 p.m., a caller from 10,000 block of Brunswick Road reported multiple homeless camps with one person reportedly pulling a knife on a neighbor. They were moving on. 4:49 p.m., a caller from 13,000 block of Lower Colfax Road reported an attempted burglary to a residence. And 5:32 p.m., a caller reported a boy was sneaking out at night and might be attending church with a girlfriend. 5:43 p.m., a caller from Oak Drive and Three Homes Road reported illegal burning. At 7:07 p.m., a caller from Gary and Alta Sierra Drive reported multiple gunshots. Another caller reported people in a truck shot at a fence and then drove away. 8:37 p.m., a caller from 16,000 block of Lower Colfax Road reported someone is repeatedly breaking into a garage. At 10:08 p.m., a caller from 24,000 block of Highway 49 reported an assault victim. A juvenile was cited on suspicion of assault. And Thursday, 5:56 a.m., a caller from 15,000 block of Wet Hill Road reported someone shooting a pellet gun or BB gun repeatedly. Nothing was located. The Nevada City Police Department on Wednesday, 10:52 p.m., a caller from 200 block of Commercial Street reported a man refusing to leave who was warned not to return. And that's it for the blotter today. Now, thanks to one of our underwriters who supports your only visual video news media in Nevada County. That's right, it's us, GVTV News. Didn't think I was going to forget her, did you? In today's local news headlines, Nevada County Sheriff's Office raids nets guns, pot, money, and booby trap. Nevada County revises Corps' contract for a drug court. Nevada County Sheriff's deputies descended on a property in Purdon Road outside Nevada City early Thursday morning, finding guns, marijuana, buried barrels, and a booby trap in a tree. Narcotics Task Force, Major Crimes Unit, SED, and Search and Rescue Evidence Recovery Team served a search warrant at the residence of Daniel Mink, 54, in the 19,000 block of Purdon Road. Mink is a convicted felon and restricted from owning or possessing firearms. It was believed that he was in possession of a large number of firearms as well as possible state-prohibited weapons, such as assault rifles, said Sheriff Keith Royal. Mink was contacted and detained without incident. A preliminary search of the residence had revealed a large number of firearms, ammunition, and fairly large quantity of marijuana. Cola, Royal added. We are currently checking to see if any of the firearms are stolen or restricted. Later in the day, Royal said several of the firearms had been deemed illegal to possess in California. Deputies reportedly located a butane honey oil lab in the residence, as well as an Army field manual on booby traps. Lo and behold, they stumbled across one trap with an explosive device attached. Royal said it was rigged with a tripwire so it would set off an explosive device. It was in a tree. And Royal said Placer County Explosive Ordnance Disposal Team was checking the property for other explosive devices. 2 plastic 50-gallon drums were found buried underground. It was believed that these barrels were to be used to conceal contraband and was located in an initial search of the residence. The SED team from Placer County helped search the property as well due to the size of the parcel and the number of outbuildings. The search was still going on and we're going to be up there for a while, he said Thursday morning. At just about 5 p.m., Royal said the search was still ongoing and several more explosive devices were found inside a building on the property. Deputies also reportedly found a butane honey oil lab and a sizable quantity of honey oil. Mink has been booked into Wayne Brown Correctional Facility on suspicion of being a felon in possession of a firearm and being armed in commission of a felony, as well as manufacturing a controlled substance and possession of a marijuana for sale. He is being held in lieu of a $1 million bail. There may be additional charges added pending the completion of the investigation. Second person on the property was not arrested. Nevada County will turn over management of convicted felony drug offenders enrolled in adult drug court from an outside agency to the county's probation department effective July 1st. Michael Hegarty, interim director of the Nevada County Health and Human Service Agency, said the county earlier this month notified Community Recovery Resources that it would not renew the $60,000 case management portion of the Corps' annual $123,000 county contract, which expires June 30th. Instead, Nevada County Probation will take over, he said. The balance, or $63,000 of the contract with CORE, a nonprofit Sierra Foothills-based agency that offers programs to address impacts of substance abuse, will be continued, Hegarty said. The portion covers treatment for the people enrolled in adult drug court, which offers an alternative to incarceration to those convicted of felony drug offenses. CORE Executive Director Warren Daniels said the change in the case management portion of the contract was anticipated. It would not present a problem at CORE. The 2 current case managements on staff were filling in on part-time basis after they retired from the county's probation department several years ago. They are not expected long-term full-time employment. We knew this wasn't a temporary assignment for CORE ever since we got it, Daniels said. Those 2 staff members were prohibited from being rehired by the county due to the regulations of California's public employees retirement system. I guess you can't double or triple dip. Instead, they were employed by CORE to do the work until the county could decide how to approach the case management portion. Treatment function, which CORE has been handling since 1998, will continue as before. This is a long-standing partnership between Nevada County Courts, probation, behavioral health that started in 1998, Daniels added. Hegarty said he and other officials responsible for adult drug court would like to see the program grow from its current 8 to 10 participants to 15 to 20 people. Also, he and the other officials involved in the decision would like to see more evidence-based approaches, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, used in case management process, Haggerty said. The current program is not bad, Haggerty said. We just like to see if we can expand and improve it. All Nevada County probation officers are trained in cognitive behavioral therapy, which teaches clients to look at thoughts and feelings that can trigger substance abuse. Haggerty said cognitive behavioral therapy approach works well with opiate abusers who have been more prevalent in the county drug court program in recent years. There's a lot of real clear research, particularly in the law enforcement arena, as to what works best with addicts, said Rebecca Slade, interim director of Nevada County's Behavioral Health Department. We're really happy with CORE, Slade added. We're giving the case management to probation because we think probation and behavioral health should be more involved with drug court. Nevada County has contracted with CORE for the case management services in addition to treatment programs for the past 2 years, starting in July 2013. After notifying CORE of the decision in the first week of January, Haggerty said he sent a letter January 12 to Nevada County Superior Court presiding judge, Candace Heidelberger, who this month was assigned as the judge in charge of the adult drug court. Slade and Heidelberger are two members of the County Adult Drug Court Policy Committee, along with Nevada County District Attorney Cliff Newell, Public Defender Donald Lone, and Chief Probation Officer Mike Ertola. The 6-month notice should give everyone involved plenty of time to rework staffing. Our drug court has reportedly had very good outcomes over the years, Haggerty said. It's not that I have an issue with these outcomes, I just wish there were more people able to take advantage of it. That's it today. Talk to you next week.
Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon, I could go to space. With the air like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm class alone if you feel like a room without a
Grass Valley Television brings you local and world news, and we broadcast our 30-minute show 6 times a day on NCTV, Public Access, Comcast Cable, Channel 11 and 18. Also, we're on Sudden Link, Channel 16 and 18. We have 3 amazing series: Music, a 30-minute weekly show that airs 4 times a week, and Pride, Integrity, Guts, and Service, hosted by Sheriff Keith Royal and me on a bi-monthly series, plays 4 times a week. We're your community media, and if you have a business and would like to underwrite our shows, we offer almost 200 30-second spots a month on Comcast and Sudden Link. We also stream live on NevadaCountyTV.org and video on demand there, and our own websites, GVTV.org and GrassValleyTelevision.com. We also post to several Facebook pages and YouTube, Vimeo, Blip.tv, and many other sites on the web where we mirror our shows. We provide 30-second spots and a 60-second spot for you to embed on your webpage or whatever you want to do with it. For more information, you can call us 362-8889 or email grassvalleytelevision@gmail.com. We will be happy to explain how your support of us will help us support you. Grass Valley Television also does special programs in the community, and we also mention our underwriters and make sure your customers will see what you do when you're open and where you are. We thank the many businesses that already have supported us: Christopher's Deli and Catering, Station House, D. Martini's Spring Hill Pharmacy, Grass Valley Eye Care, Serendipity, B&C Hardware, Booktown, Ron's Real Records, S&K Auto Repair, Centerville Auto, and many more. We have a Happy New Year's special right now that will give you 2 free weeks of free exposure. Don't miss out. Find out how affordable and rewarding your support can be. You can also get our broadcast on smartphones and tablets and laptops. We reach about 80% of Nevada County. Give us a try.